I see California, or I don't know if it's a city out there trying to claim how their crime has dropped since they uh, started this release bail or whatever it is. What they're doing is they're changing the names of stuff. They'll claim, what they're when they're talking about. This is really getting weird in politics and in all these official places where they'll say, this has a name. This is like a big crime, but it's a bunch of different little crimes, and they'll talk about all the little crimes, uh, how they might be rising, but it's changing to this crime and this crime and this crime, and then they'll say this big crime is dropping because these little crimes aren't have they're saying something about shoplifting has dropped because they're being more blatant. So they said, well, shoplifting is down or something like that, or robberies are down or something like that because all these people shoplifting are, instead of just, uh, I guess, a small amount of crime, they're blatant shoplifting. And when they get, it's a bunch of wording stuff. It's like they're just changing words of stuff. The crime's still there. They're just wording. This is people in official positions just lying to your face about everything. They're trying to say that there's going to be no people killed in a city from traffic, by autos. They're saying there's a zero tolerance for getting people to not be hit. What are you going to do? Block off all the streets? You know, this this way they word this stuff and just change the words, change the meanings. That's all these Democrats and Femocrats and Democrats are doing. Is they're just changing everything around and making then they sell it. And then another governor or something in another state, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Why don't we do it? And then they do it, and stuff escalates. But then they get the wording. Well, it's not really escalating. It's this. We're using these words, and we're showing this, and we're breaking it down instead of just a bulk crime. You break it down and you show how these crimes are turning into these crimes, and it's not. These crimes are still being committed, but then they're turning into this, and so it's like, what the. Just freaking blatant lying. This is. There's not even. We need a new word for beyond blatant for what these Femocrats are. I'm just in. This is blasphemous. Blasphemous lying. That should be better. Even though the human race isn't God, and lying to them isn't blasphemous, but it's just that's a word needed, or maybe even a bigger word than blasphemous. Just, oh man, need a new word. Gonna have to find one.